Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 4 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in some of the furniture, especially the living room, dining room, and the family room. Now we're gonna continue working on this. We're gonna concentrate on the kitchen, which is right here on this area. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom in here, and then we are going to add in some cabinetries around here. It will be a U shape with an island in between. So in this way, we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some section. So here I'm gonna click on section, and then we're gonna add it from this side. Don't worry, we can flip this one. So by clicking this one, and then we can flip the section onto this side. We can move it around here so that we can focus this one here. So now what you can do is we can press escape and then double click here. As you can see, it will create a window. It will be the section 1, or you could just click it under here section. So either way, if we click this, we can just click this one. So at least you know that you can click multiple different ways as well. So now we're going to be facing right here. As you can see, we have this one right here. You can increase the view if you want, if you push this one all the way there. But this is the space that we need. This is the one that represents the wall. So if we click it back, this is the wall that we're referring to. So we need to focus on grid line 4 to 5, which is right here. We might just put it around halfway of 3 and 4, and then we're gonna focus it right here. So now, before we go to section, what I usually do is let's add in the base. So with the base cabinetry, we're gonna go to architecture and then click component and then model in place. And then we're gonna choose generic model, press OK, and then OK. And then here we're gonna choose extrusion, and then let's change the material. I want always for this one should be wood, and then let's use birch glossy. Pull it up, apply, and then OK. And then now we're ready to create our extrusion, our model. I'm gonna choose rectangle, and like I said, around the middle of 3 and 4. And then we're going to I usually just add it and then worry about it later on. So here what we could do is we could move this one back. What I want is to add the fridge on this side, and then we could have the fridge around this side instead. So what I can do is I'm gonna move this one right there. This is another extrusion on this side, so we could just leave this one like that. And then we need to maintain a distance here around 650 would be good. So now I'm gonna click here, 650 from the wall. So 650 as well here. You know what, we can make it 750. 750 and then 750 right here. Now we need to trim so that everything is proper, and then we just need to delete the ones that we don't need. So the overlapping. So now we just need to TR again, trim and extend. So now everything is good. We need to move some space right here so that we have some room for the fridge right here. So I like it to be bigger. And then now we could just click finish. And then let's extrude it around 900. Okay, so now the height will be 900. And then we're gonna add a top for this one as well. So now we're gonna go click on create again, extrusion. We're gonna start from the 900 and then we're just gonna extrude that 25 millimeters, so 1 inch. And then this one will be stone. So we need to go to stone and pull up anything stone. So we could use this granite polish, apply, and then OK. And then here we just need to use this and then just cover all it. So we created the base and now we're creating the granite top. And then we don't need to click finish yet. I just want to show it to you guys. So now this is what it looks like. And then click finish. And then I think we didn't do it properly. So I'm just going to edit this one. And then I want to choose the extrusion part of the top here. Because it didn't start at the extrusion 900. So what we could do is use your tab in order for you to be able to get it, or the section, because everything is connected. So actually it went over. So as you can see, it went over. So now what I did is I made a mistake of just adding so extrusion and so this is the granite top. Now it needs to be 925, I believe. So now everything is proper. So I mess up with the extrusion end and start. It should be end 900 and then 925. So that's fine. Now that we're still in extrusion, let's go to our 3D. And then we're gonna create a kick plate here. So what we need to do is we need to go to create, and then we need to create a void sweep. And then here we're gonna pick a path. We're gonna choose this 3D path. And then after that, click finish, click modify and sweep again, and then edit profile. Here we could be able to add in a profile like so. So here I'm gonna create 80 by 100. So that's fine. And then now click finish. After that, click finish again, and you can click cut geometry. Now it's cut below there. So we just need to create the cabinetry around here. So we could click finish and we could look around and see what's missing here. I'm planning to move this back so that we could put something here like a cabinetry um, from below and above, like a wine cellar, a mini wine cellar right here. But that's something that we could do later on. Just want to focus on creating the baseline for this, and then after that, create the top cabinet and then the one for the fridge. So let's go to insert and add in the fridge. So go to load and then go back to the main. Look for specialty equipment, domestic, mid-range, and then we could have this one, and then CM to add the fridge, and then let's put it in the middle like so. Now we need to remove the show label, apply, OK, and then now I want to align it properly at the back, something like that. And I just want to double check that we have enough room. So what I usually do is just go to annotate detail line and then just double check right here. So this one, so we need to move it a little bit on this side so that we have everything flush like that. Now I'm gonna go to my section, and then here I'm gonna create its case. So usually I'm gonna create a case all the way at the top, negative to 200 for the thickness of the floor. So we need to, it's basically 2800 because we set it up at 3000, right? So minus 200 is 2800. That's for the floor because the floor will be sitting around here. So let's go to architecture, click on component, model in place, and then now this will be another generic model. Press OK, and then create an extrusion, pick a plane. We're gonna choose this wall as our plane. So that's basically our starting point. Now we could just use this as 0, and then n will be whatever the thickness, but we could just assume 250 for now, and then we could just move it around later on. Let's change the material. This one we could just do something different again that we haven't used. Maybe a stone as well. We have a lot of stone materials anyway, or wood. So let's use slate. Apply, OK, and then now let's create the rectangle like that. First, let's just push it all the way at the top, and then from here we could just type in 2800. So that's good. Now we could just align it at the end right here so that everything is proper, and then here we could just move it around depending on what we have at the back. And then after that, another rectangle. This part will be overlapping, so don't worry, we're gonna make sure that it will be fixed. So now you can delete this. You should type in SL, which is split element. So SL, we're gonna click that one in the middle, and then TR, trim and extend. Now everything is good. Click finish. And then let's go to level 1 so that we could extrude it like that. So as you can see, now everything is, we could align properly. Even this one, we could align it from this one. And then here, we could just manually push it back like that. because we have the door right here and we want it to be accessible like that. Click finish, and let's look at it at 3D so that we know what we're doing. So now everything looks better like that. Now let's add in our tap. So let's go above here again, level 1. So let's do our top cabinetry. What we should do as well is a crisscross on that side. Maybe we could do it for the top portion. That's because the cabinetry at the corner should be angular. So at least we know now what to do. So let's go and create a model in place again, generic model. It's going to be another extrusion. Here what we could do is we could just pull it all the way to the top. It's easier for us just to pull it up so that we don't mess up with any of this unless you know what you're doing. So here what we could do is for the top, let's put it at 500. So let's make that consistent on all of here. So don't worry about the noise or the error. Error. It's not actually error. Just letting you know that. So here I forgot we set up 500. I only put 400 here. Oops. And then now trim and extend on the corners right there. And then now we need to delete the small ones. And then TR again to trim and extend. So now let's create an angle right here. I think that's good enough. Let's mirror that one. So select that and then just click this mirror and then look for the mirror triangle. Now everything's good. You could just mirror it like that. That's perfect. We want to make sure to change the material. Let's do the same one. Birch gloss, glossy, and then press OK. Click finish, and then I think it's better for us to see it in 3D. At least we haven't clicked finish yet, so that we could see everything. It's gonna be like that. And what we could do, we could press escape, AL, align the faces. So we don't need to measure the 200 offset. We still have to figure out. So this one looks good. And then afterwards, we just need to create the cabinets for the top. Click finish, and you could double check whatever. So everything looks good. What we could do next is probably add in the island first and then add in the cabinets for base and the one for the top. We might move this one backwards and add in something here, but that's for later. We could align this as well, so everything is aligned. This is just the credenza that we added here for the entrance. We could also add something here. We could extend this, or we could just CS. So click CS. Let's add in a closet right here, and then TR to extend them. So this will be a closet, and then we could just make this one smaller so that we have room here. So the width here, we could just put 1500. It's more than enough. And then let's align it right here. So this will be a closet, and then we're gonna add in some closet, um, like an annotate, and then the door right here later on. Once we're finished with the second floor, so that we could just insert the cabinet doors simultaneously. So we're gonna stop here and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.